What happens when you take ownership of your inner world? Awareness and brain science. Good morning, friends. Today we explore a profound question. What happens when we truly take ownership of what is inside us? Not control, not suppression, but awareness, presence, and inner responsibility. Modern science and ancient wisdom are now converging on a single insight. When awareness turns inward, the brain and body begin to regulate themselves. What does owning ourselves mean? Let us begin with a simple observation. Your heart is beating. Your lungs are breathing. Thoughts are arising, all without your effort. So ownership does not mean control. Instead, it means conscious awareness of what is happening within. In neuroscience, this is linked to activation of the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for self-awareness, regulation, conscious choice. Awareness versus reactivity. When we are not aware, we react automatically. This reaction is driven by the amygdala, the brain's emotional alarm center. But when awareness is present, reactions slow down. Responses become conscious. Emotional intensity reduces. Research shows that mindfulness reduces amygdala activity and strengthens prefrontal regulation. This means awareness shifts us from reaction, regulation. What happens when we observe thoughts? Most of our thinking is automatic. This is associated with a brain network called the default mode network. This network is active during overthinking, rumination, mental noise. When we become aware of thoughts, activity in this network decreases. Studies on meditation show reduced DMN activity. So when you said, when we own our thoughts, thoughts slow down. Scientifically, this is exactly what happens. Stevens. Meta-awareness, the key shift. There is a very important concept in psychology, meta-awareness. This means being aware that you are thinking. When meta-awareness arises, thoughts are no longer unconscious. You are not carried away. Mental activity naturally reduces. You are no longer inside the thought. You are aware of it. Ownership of the inner body. Now bring attention to the body. Notice your breath, your heartbeat, your internal sensations. This is called interoception, processed by the insular cortex. When interoception improves, emotional stability increases, anxiety decreases, body awareness deepens. So when you own what is inside, you are activating deeper brain-body integration. Physiological calming, the nervous system. Let us now look at the body scientifically. The body is regulated by the autonomic nervous system. It has two modes: sympathetic, stress, fight or flight; parasympathetic, calm, healing. When you are reactive, heart rate increases, breathing becomes shallow, cortisol rises. When you are aware, the parasympathetic system activates. This leads to relaxation, better digestion, improved healing. Breath and the vagus nerve. Just observe your breath for a moment. No control, just awareness. This simple act stimulates the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve helps slow the heart, calm the nervous system, reduce stress. So something as simple as observing breath has measurable physiological effects. Why outer control creates disturbance. Now contrast this with trying to control the outer world. When you try to own people, outcomes, situations, you enter uncertainty. This creates stress and activates the sympathetic system, because the outer world is not fully controllable. How realization. Here is the final insight. You do not truly own your thoughts. You do not control your body completely. You are the awareness in which all of this appears. And when awareness rests in itself, thoughts slow down. Emotions settle. The body relaxes. Science describes this as reduced default mode activity, increased prefrontal regulation, improved autonomic balance. Ancient wisdom describes it simply as being aware. So friends, what happens when you take ownership of what is inside? The brain becomes more regulated. The nervous system calms. Thoughts lose their grip. The body begins to heal. And life becomes more effortless, not because the world has changed, but because you are no longer divided within yourself. Final pointer. Carry this gently through your day. Am I aware of what is happening within me? And then rest there. Thank you, Founder, Holistic Wellness Foundation, Imphal, Healing Beyond Boundaries.